Hi guys, it's Tara from Suburble.com, and today I'm going to be talking about tomatoes. These are a crop that I really depend on because it's something that Mr. Suburble will actually eat. But at the same time, it's not always the most dependable crop in the garden. I know a couple of tips and tricks to get you through your novice years, your first couple of years of growing tomatoes, and so I'll show you what I've learned and some of the disasters that have happened along the way. Some of them are even in the greenhouse right now. We've been using Nature's Care products this year. They're a new organic line from Miracle-Gro, and in all of our containers that our tomatoes and our peppers are growing in, we've included Nature's Care organic and natural potting mix. And now that we have let the season continue on a little bit, and I worry that some of our containers are going to be depleted of nutrients, because really, like, these guys are not growing in really big containers. So what I've been doing is I have been mixing Nature's Care organic and natural vegetable, fruit, and flower food with potting soil. The ratio of this veggie, fruit, and flower food is 1/4 cup to every gallon of soil. And so what I do is I really take care to make sure that I blend it in really well with potting soil, and then I top dress my containers and give them a really healthy drink of food. This way I know that I'm not letting the tomatoes sit in potting soil that's depleted of all of its nutrients, and I know that it's organic. So really, I'm really excited to see what comes from these containers this year. Now you'll see this guy. He is an Italian paste tomato, and he looks pretty happy for the most part until you get about here. You'll see that there are some signs on his leaves that maybe there have been a few visitors, and when you get down to the bottom, you might also see some yellowing leaves right here. While rain doesn't necessarily mean that bugs are going to visit, that's something you can't really help that way. The yellowing leaves, you can even see that in the back, is from just being overwatered. We were away for about a week, and I left an overhead sprinkler on. That's just how we had to make do. And when I came back, quite a few of my tomato plants that were in containers were showing their disappointment with me with these yellowing leaves. And that just meant that they got watered a bit too much, and they weren't super happy. Tomatoes like to be watered on an as-needed basis. They don't necessarily need to be watered every day. And that's something I'm still learning, is the right amount of water that tomatoes want. And they really just want it only on their soil. They don't like to get their leaves wet. When you first look at this tomato plant, you might think, oh, he's looking pretty good. He's got some red on him. But hidden underneath this leaf, you'll see a scar. Now this right here is something that is entirely my fault, because I bought some cheaper tomato cages this year, and I didn't really pay attention to how they were growing and whether they were bursting through the seams. And so this guy actually lost not one, but he lost, where are you, little guy? He lost, oh, where's your owie? Oh, there it is. He lost 2 stems full of beautiful tomatoes this year, basically because I was not paying attention, and I just left this tomato cage on him. And what was going on is that it just got too heavy and it fell right off. So it's just another reminder that you have to make sure that your tomatoes are supported adequately, however you choose to do it. Otherwise, you're just going to give up the ghost and drop all the fruit on the ground. Also, don't be a tomato neglector like I am. Look at this guy. He, unfortunately, along with a couple of brothers, were seedlings that I neglected to pot into an adequately sized container. It's proof positive that they'll keep on trying to make fruit even when they're in a tiny little gallon-sized container. But he definitely didn't live up to his potential. So do as I say, not as I do. Don't abuse tomato plants like me.